Okay, so I just finished the joints, the last video, if you saw that. I smoke a little more, but made a video a couple days ago, and I asked you guys to send me questions. One of the questions was, tell us more about bouncing. Like, I know you mentioned it briefly. Let me see if I can pull it up. Blah, 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 blah. The guy was like, yeah, basically, I'm such a goat. Look at that shit. I fucked up here. I don't know if anybody clicked this video, but I fucked up right here. I didn't even upload the actual video, so I just uploaded it. Here we go. Ask me questions to answer. What's going on, guys? Please. Boop, 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 boop. You think you could talk more about the things you see while bouncing? Dude. This video could be 6 fucking hours long, man. Holy fuck. The amount of, like, and I don't even fucking have benefits. $20 an hour for this bullshit? Let me tell you this shit, bro. Good God. So, where do I start? I started in 2021. I was dating this girl who knew this guy who got me the job. And I worked at this place for 3 months. They shut down because the city shit on them, and I got fired and went back to school, basically. And I got let go. And after that, oops, there's some ash on the computer. After that, I kind of forgot about it. I went back to school, and I finished up. Stayed an extra year because I just wanted to do a victory lap. And then I came back, and I was drinking in this bar, got this job because I came in there a bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I came in there like a couple times a week. And the guy was like, hey, you want to bounce here? You want to work here? I was like, sure, fuck it, sure. Not a bad or good decision. It just was a decision. So I don't regret it. Definitely not. Super important stuff I've learned. I think I've seen a lot of interesting shit. So it's not like I regret ever starting, but it was just like a pivot, dude. Okay, so let me start with conceptually what a bouncer actually even fucking is. I'm basically the fun police. I am I keep the party in check. And it's a very like vibes based job. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you have to kind of read different people. So I'll go over what I've seen in a bit, but I really want to talk about how interesting it is as a profession. It's not a fucking profession. It's a job I have temporarily because it's very annoying. But, like, so my job is to keep the place safe, in order, and to keep everybody who's being a shithead not inside or remove them from the bar, basically, is what I do. And so I clean up shit. I clean up puke all the fucking time. Not recently, because we got new guys, and I've been doing this shit too long. I'm just not fucking touching it. But puke, a lot. I've cleaned up a lot of puke. Jesus Christ, a lot. Toilets. I clean the floor. We mop the floor. And we clean up people. We clean up human beings. So, like, if someone is... Girl will... Epileptic attack. Overdose. Genuinely. People pass out all the fucking time. And when it's hot, women go unconscious. They go out drinking at bars for multiple hours. They're going to sleep, brethren, probably on the toilet. I've seen so many women just unconscious on the fucking toilet. We'll close the bar, and I go in the women's bathroom because you got to clean the fucking bathroom. Bitch is just knocked out. I see feet, and she's not moving all the time. But yeah, conceptually, it's an interesting ass job, dude. Like, so this is the most interesting job I had. And I'm talking about bouncing as well, but in terms of the places I bounce, this one specifically, it was like a pirate bar. It was like a pirate fucking bar, dude. I worked in this pirate bar for like fucking 2 years, dude. And I would go there every Sunday for 10 hours from 5 p.m. to basically 2:30 a.m. 5:14. I say it's 9 hours, but I'm cleaning till 3, so technically I'm there for 10 hours. It was a dive bar, right? Pretty small, decently small. The downstairs of the dive bar was no bigger than like your average like apartment living room, or a little bigger. It was small as shit, the bar. And a year when I was working there, They added a second floor. And so now it's a 2-floor bar. 1 security, 2 floors. Awkward. But basically, every single Sunday for years, genuinely, I would watch people in their natural energy, because it's very hard to find someone being completely authentic. Church, think about the places you interact with people and if they're putting on a front. Church, the gym, school, the grocery store, parties with friends, people are faking it. But when they go drinking, most people, like a lot of people, drink alone. And so they don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, and they're just being themselves. So say whatever, do whatever, be whatever. There's no, you can say faggot, queer, bitch, Jew, kike. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking bar. You can leave. Nobody will remember you. You could jack off in the bar. Nigga, we kick people out for whipping their dicks out in the bar. Caca, meat hanging out in the bar. Psh, 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 bah, bing, bunga, binga, bunga, bunga, minga, munga, munga. Literally in front of the bar. And we hire all female bartenders because bars got to make money. You need a bunch of strippers up front, basically. And so they're all hot. It's why they hire them. And so they fucking put them in the front. And then this guy's sitting there, Inga, Unga. And then some guy comes and gets us. I didn't see it. Some guy comes and gets us. Hey, some guy was cock out of the bar. Like shit like that, bro. People just do shit. People just do shit. People do shit. Okay, so it's so interesting. So at this dive bar, like genuinely, most people at dive bars come solo because it's a dive bar. Like if you're going out and you're partying for like a weekend, your boy's getting married, happens all the time at the other bar I work at now, because it's like a disco pub type of deal. And like people come out, you know what I mean? People get dressed, they come out, you know what I'm saying? Like they get in the Uber to go to the place I work at. They get in the car, they make a plan. They say, we'll get there at 10 type of deal. But the bar that I worked at for 2 years, that dive bar thing, dude, it was like, you have to understand. It's probably 50% of the time people come out solo to a dive bar happy. Probably half the time. The other half, they need a drink. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm seeing this for 2 years, and it's just people talking, and I'm a fly on the wall. I'm right here. I'm very close to the bar. And so I'm watching this for a really long time, hours and hours and hours of people interacting, women interacting with men, men interacting with men, women interacting with women, people interacting with the bartender, people interacting with me all the fucking time. And there's it was a Sunday, so not a ton of people are there, and you're really seeing people's full personalities. They come out very quickly. There's no reason to sugarcoat who you are when you're working in a bar or when you're drinking in a bar. Like it doesn't matter. You're going there to have a fucking drink. You're probably never gonna see the cunt again in your life. It doesn't matter what you say, shit like that. And so like the shit I was hearing, man, jeez, some niggas are going through it. And so like I'm the bouncer, right? And then there's the bartender. People talk to the bartender. The bartender has to be a bit cordial because he's a bartender. He needs to get fucking paid. But me, I can be myself. And I'm the bouncer. I can be an asshole. Because, like, one, it makes my job actually easier. If anybody's thought about why bouncers are assholes, it's not because, like, we want to be. Sometimes people think like we're just like mean ass people, and it's like, no, it makes my job easier if I am a dickhead, because I don't want to have a fucking conversation. You got to understand, people that are coming to dive bars want to speak. I don't want to be having a fucking conversation with 90 motherfuckers a night. So if I'm a dick, you fuck off because you don't like my energy, and that's perfect. Perfect for me. You can't. You genuinely, because what you're consuming is the entire person. It's a lot. It's not like I work retail. You know what I mean? I don't work retail and go, hey, how's your day going? Oh, good. Cool. Have a nice day. That's different. You're saying that maybe 1,000 times a day, but it's so surface. It's not real. The shit I was consuming from people was too real, and dude, it drains you. Does that make sense? Like because of and this is the shit that taught me a lot about energy. That's why I talk about it a lot. Because it's like, dude, like, it's just so much from the amount of people that come in and what they say and what they do and who they are. And, it's just a lot. And so the job was genuinely emotionally and spiritually tiring. So I got a new one at a different place. It's a bit better. It's better, but I just don't like bouncing in general because it's annoying, and I'm just a janitor, a glorified janitor for not only people but also everything. It's no benefits, doesn't pay well. If we deal with some shit, we're going to court for it. We don't have the law behind us. I can't say, or you're going to jail. That's not one of my options. I don't have a badge. I don't have a gun. You know what I'm saying? There can't be female bouncers. Does that make sense? There can't, for a fucking reason. It just doesn't work. There can be female cops. You have a gun. You have a fucking taser. You have pepper spray. But there are zero female bouncers, bro. And if they exist, they take money. They're not in the fucking bar taking men out. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll get to that in a minute. But man, it can be a lot. And so, okay, like this is one thing that is really takes a toll on you over time. Like over years, it takes a toll. The frame I have to maintain to be security in a bar is exhausting. Like I don't, like I said, no badge, no gun, no cuffs, nothing. It's fucking me. And so if there's a problem, I have to solve that. You know what I mean? I have to either pipe up and threaten violence, which is oftentimes not implied with certain people, or I have to verbally combat this person to remove them from the bar. Very few times, I think probably less than 2 dozen in 3 years. Very few times have I had to like ever put my hands on somebody and physically remove them from the bar because I'm good with my mouth. And so I could either convince someone to leave. I could say, hey man, it's just not going to work right now. You got to go. I've been told you got to go. That works all the time. And it's fine. Men get it. Sometimes women don't. But like the frame I have to maintain, I have to be big. I have to be huge. And I have to be physically intimidating. And so you can't really be physically intimidating if you're not actually physically intimidating. So I had to go train. Training helped me mentally because it made my job easier. And yeah, that was nice. And so now, I mean, like I have to be able to subdue the average man, dead ass, for always. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have a week where I can't do that. I can't have a single weekend ever where I'm off my game because nigga, I will go to jail. Do you understand me? I will go to prison, bro. Genuinely, I will go to prison. I can't crash out. You can crash out on Walmart. If you're having a bad day, you can crash out on Walmart and freak out on your fucking boss. They might fire you, but probably not because they need people at jobs like that. Like they need people who have been trained. You know what I'm saying? You crash out, whatever. But dude, like if I crash out, it's violence immediately. There's no escalation. It's right there. So I've been threatened. I have my life threatened a lot. Been in multiple verbal altercations, very few physical ones. And if there were physical, because like, get to that in a second. But if they were physical, it was me breaking up to like a fight between two guys. It's very, very few times, probably like ever that were serious. Maybe 3 that were I was like this close to fighting a guy, but I've never fought a guy at work. I haven't had to. But like the few times I have had to put hands on somebody, it's been like I had no choice. Like, and that's how I'd like to have it because think about it. If we go to court, we're fucked. There is no bouncer insurance, brethren. They don't give me benefits, dude. There's no fucking bouncer insurance at this bar I work at. So like, it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. And hey, my record's clean, so I'm good at my fucking job. But the frame is exhausting, dude. I have to be maximally masculine all the time, or guys just don't listen. Most guys do. I'll say that. Like most guys are usually pretty fucking cool, but there's guys that are either piss hammered or just unreasonable people generally. And so, you know, you've seen this person in public probably crashing out on the cashier at some random ass place where these people go drink. You know what I mean? And they get drunk and it's worse. And so I'm dealing with them, and I have to figure out how to remove them from the bar physically and legally. And I don't have a badge, no body cam, nothing. Being a cop is honestly fucking easier. It is. I mean, what do? You do a bunch of paperwork, maybe you kill a guy, but like it's not that, it cannot be that draining. I think I'd be fine. I'd be fucking fine. But that's the truth. Everything I've said is true so far. That I think it's true at least. But you know what I'm saying? So finish up with this. The frame is heavy, man. And like, this is the thing that's the most annoying. Arguing. The amount of fucking arguments you get in, dude. Oh man. I'm just thinking about it now. It's pissing me off. Like, it happens all the time. It happens all the fucking time. People hate being told what to do, brother. They fucking hate it. Oh my God, they cannot stand being told what to do, especially if they're wrong. And like, I've been working there for years now. I know everything. Like, you're not correct. No, this isn't public property. No, you can't see the manager. No, you can't use the bathroom. We closed 45 minutes ago. No, you can't use the bathroom. We closed 49 minutes ago. I just told him that. I have an attitude because you're an asshole. We'll let you in when we're allowed to let you in. Stop asking me stupid fucking questions. No, you can't come in without an identification. It's illegal. No, you can't come into the bar if you're under 21. It's illegal. I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. No, you can't skip the line. No, you can't come up the exit. I don't give a fuck if you're pretty. I don't want your phone number. Give me $100 every weekend. Every weekend. Every single weekend. Genuinely. Every single weekend. Every weekend. Every single one. Need the money. Every weekend. Not 1 week in a month. Do you understand? Not 3 months. Every single weekend. 3 times a week. Takes a toll on me, man. Takes a fucking toll. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I'm not going to do that. Can't do that. It takes a toll on the mind. It seriously does. And when I'm done, oh man. First of all, I 100% know I'm going to be one of the people I hate right now. I'm definitely going to be in the bar being a shithead. But also, oh man, I don't think I'll miss it. I know I'll miss the boys. I'll miss the guys because the bouncers you work with are always the coolest motherfuckers like in the world. They're always super cool. Like, I've genuinely one guy, but everybody had a problem with him. It wasn't like a physical problem, but everybody had a problem with this one guy once. But all the guys other than that guy, I mean, man, the amount of guys I've met, probably well over 100 different bouncers in my area. Super fun, just straight up and down motherfuckers, dude. Just men. You know what I mean? They're all cool. And I vibe with guys like that. You know what I mean? So I dig the guys. The guys are super fucking dope. Full homo. And so maybe I'll talk about what I've seen in a minute, but the shit it teaches you about women, brother. My knowledge. Do I go out sad still? Yeah, duh. It's kind of inevitable. But dude, people ask me for advice on what they should do quite often because that's actually true. Like, people ask bouncers. I think generally. Well, I guess guys ask guys, but like, we see. Holy shit, you have no idea what we see. The amount of people I've watched cheat. Obviously, that's an easy one, but like, I've seen the beginning, man meets woman, Genesis, to leaving, all the fucking time. So I see the game, and have I put it on myself? I'm not going to sit up here and cap to you, but I've also made videos for the guys out there to stay safe. I have made videos for the women to stay safe on here, so I've done my fucking part. I've given back. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I get the information from, is bouncing and seeing people just interact all day, literally. So it's taught me a bunch of knowledge about women, what to do, what not to do, what to expect, what not to expect. Short and simple, I'll tell you this, guys. if you want a woman to be with you long term, you need to behave a certain way. If you want her to be with you short term, you need to look a certain way. Not all women who go to bars are whores. There are definitely good women out there, and you have to believe that. You have to believe that. If women are in the bar after 12 a.m., that's one of the biggest red flags. That's one of the biggest red flags. That is probably honestly the biggest red flag. If a woman is regularly in a bar after 12 a.m., and I am so serious about this cutoff, by the way. You think I'm joking. I've been doing this a while. After like 10, 11, totally fine. They get sleepy, they leave. After 12, especially if they're arriving at 12, that is genuinely the biggest red flag I could see. Genuinely. I would rather have a woman who dresses like a prostitute than a woman who goes to the bar after 12 a.m. I am 100% serious about that. I'm so dead serious. If your woman knows the bartender or bouncer, cut her off. And that might sound harsh and unreasonable, but you have to understand, I've been doing this a very, very long time, brother. I've seen so much shit, and I know I could categorize women very easily and very quickly. Just don't fucking bother. Just trust me. If she knows us, like if she knows the bartender, there's a small chance. There's a small chance. I'll say this, devil's advocate. If the woman just knows the bartender, there's a small chance she's come there a couple of times and maybe they had a good conversation. It's a person, okay? You can make a friendship very quickly as a bartender and probably won't remember the person, but they'll remember you because some people don't really talk to people that much generally. Bartenders talk to a fucking ton of people, but some people just don't chat. So they'll come to a bar and open up and remember the experience. But if she knows me, if I know your girl, she's there all the time, don't fucking bother. Does that make sense? If I know her, it doesn't really matter if she remembers the bartender from a couple times. But if we know your girl, if I remember, think about the amount of niggas I see on a daily basis. It's a disco pub. We're scanning thousands of IDs a night, upwards. Holidays are like multiple thousands. Usually, no, it's thousands. It's thousands. Holidays are crazy. But we scan thousands of IDs a night. I see thousands of people a night, not only in our bar, but also on the rest of the street. And so if I remember your girl's face, bro, it's okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel me? So that's very, very true. That's very, very true. Please believe me on that one. Please believe me on that one. Short term might look great. Hey, you understand? Wait till marriage, guys. Wait till marriage. Wait to have sex till marriage. It will cloud your judgment. And if you don't believe me, you should look up the chemical effects of dopamine and oxytocin on the brain during and after sex. Okay, it's very serious. Pair bonding is real. Look up pair bonding. And so what else? So I'll start with this. So what have I seen? I've seen genuinely functioning alcoholics. I've seen functioning people you would never suspect. Cocaine addicts, people who do cocaine all the goddamn time. But you would never suspect it. Like, I've seen people on pretty much every drug except heroin. I haven't seen heroin, Molly, weed, benzos. Guy literally falling asleep at the bar multiple times actually. Some lawyer. It's so crazy. Like just some lawyer fucking dude. Like. And we couldn't kick him out because he's a lawyer. He spends a lot of money at the bar. He spends a lot of money. Hey, leave him. Literally told me to leave him. Let him fucking sleep. I was like, fine. So that I seen one guy on meth, and he was like, the dude on meth. Part of the reason I knew his meth was because I hadn't recognized the effects of the drug before. He's like running around the bar, literally jogging, eyes wide as fuck. He had this clipboard with a bunch of scribbles on it. And he was asking, I could see him, I was watching him do this shit, but he didn't do anything egregious enough for me to kick him out of the bar yet. He's just running around like being a dickhead, but it wasn't like egregious. So there's so much judgment. And so like he ends up handing me the clipboard. And so I finally get to see what's on it, right? And I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I didn't know he was crazy and on drugs until I got the clipboard. Like I was suspecting. I was like, I don't know. Look at this. You know, we talk shit. We're like, hey, look at this fucking guy. What the fuck's he doing running around asking people to sign a petition? Gay boy, get out of the fucking bar. Fuck your petition. Fuck your bullshit. And he comes up with this clipboard, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like a chart. It's like a chart, a couple tables, and like genuinely a bunch of scribbles and like math and words he'd written, but it was nothing. Also, and I was reading this shit, and I was like, "You want me to sign this?" And he's like, "Yeah, you need to sign this, bro. We need to all sign this. We need to get this going." And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "Okay, dude, sweet." And so he ends up fucking off. I see this guy at the gas station a week later. He's fucking like in the gym, not the gym, the fucking bar. He's frantic as fuck, like jumping around, talking to people, like a fucking rabbit, like a chicken, dude. I see this nigga at the gas station a week later, pumping gas like this, pumping gas. I see him in his truck, damn near the same outfit. I see him. He's and I'm looking at this fuck. And then I was like, it was definitely meth. Because I sat there and I like looked it up. Who does meth? I mean, I haven't seen anybody do meth. I guess I'll lead into this. I saw some guy overdose. That wasn't too long ago. That was like pretty recent. That was like 3 or 4 months ago. Imagine in the bars. So the demographic of the bar, we cater to white people. I'm so serious. We try and keep black people out of the line. And what you're thinking is, wow, that's racist. It's racist to keep black people out of the line. It's racist. First of all, they're the most violent. Okay, like it or not, niggas fight. And maybe it's because maybe there's some reason. Maybe they grew up in a bad neighborhood. Maybe they had a rough childhood. Maybe their dad wasn't around. It could be some conglomerate of issues that has caused them to be so fucking aggressive. Either way, I don't care. It makes my fucking job harder. Okay, black people are violent. They are. And so we cater to white people. One, because they spend money and tip. And two, because they're better patrons. Not going to lie to you, black people are fucking filthy. They destroy bars and are disrespectful to the environment. Are white people? Yes. But not nearly in as good and as big as a ratio as black people. So they're violent and fucking like the ones that party. Obviously, like there's black people that don't go to bars at all. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the ones that go to the bar I work at. Okay? So it's a small percentage of the population. But I've noticed niggas are violent. Okay, so, and I'm saying this because if something small happens, because something's always going to happen. If something small happens, black people want to fight immediately. But a white person will have a conversation, it'd be cool. But, and for example, like, whenever we like trying to remove, or whenever some of us try and like remove people from bars, we get a gauge on their personality. When we try to remove you from a bar, it's like, okay, who are you? How are you going to act? Because if you're going to cause an issue, there's multiple of us, and also each one of us is capable. And so if something happens, hey, let's see who you are. Are you going to try and punch me immediately? Are you going to be super cool and be like, hey, I was fucking up? We'll see. Like from what I've witnessed, black people are always combative. They're so much more combative than everybody else. And they always want to, they're not like unreasonable. Well, they're unreasonable, but everybody's unreasonable. But when I'm talking about combative, unreasonably combative is like trying to fight for no reason for yourself. How am I trying to say this? I'm not talking about people who just up and fight and crash out. I'm talking about people who every time there's some challenge, they resort to violence immediately. That's what I'm talking about in terms of are violent. I'm talking about they're sensitive. They always see everything as a little challenge. So when I come up to you and I say, hey man, you got to leave. You can't do X. You can't wear Y. You can't be in this line wearing Z. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you think you're tough? Shit like that. You know what I mean? They're not like just fucking not like that, but it's always like some level of internalized aggression that's in there somewhere. More prevalent with black people. I explained that very well, so I hope you understood what I just said. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a good explanation. So, one thing that's very draining, I'm talking about how much shit is draining. Sometimes it's fun. Like, I can't say that because then you'll know where I live. There's a big game that happened in the area, and the city's team won, and they came to the bar and were partying. That was pretty electric. I enjoyed that. It was electric to see them because they're damn near famous. They actually are famous, and so that was pretty sick. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is actually pretty cool. But here's one thing that is draining to kind of balance that out. Working the line and like doing the dress code. I've worked every position in the bar. There's like a bunch. You do this, you do that, whatever. Working the dress code, man. So first of all, there's no published dress code. So everybody thinks we're like making it up. They think it doesn't actually exist and we haven't been told this shit and I'm just making some shit up because it's not like posted. And they go, let me see it. No. But nobody wants to be told what to do ever, especially when they're trying to have fun. And I understand that, but I'm kicking out 100 people out of the line a night. I'm not arguing with the 44th person who I also saw last week and is mad with me because I kicked him out last week. I don't fucking remember you, dickhead. I don't know who you are. This is my 44th argument tonight. I don't know who you are. You can't talk to the manager. No, this isn't fucking Walmart. I'm not a cop. I'm not going to get my supervisor. You can go fuck yourself. He's busy running this bar with 2,000 people in it. I'm not doing you favors. No. It's the dress code because it's the dress code. No, you can't see it. It's not posted anywhere. Oh, the rest of it? This, and this. My name? I'm not telling you that. It doesn't matter. Okay, sure, I have no money. Have a nice night. Have a nice night. Have a nice night. No, you won't. That's enough. Blah, blah, blah. And then this is what I usually do. And then I wait. And they keep going. And I wait. Blah, 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 blah. You ain't shit anyway. Blah, blah, blah. You won't do shit. Blah, blah, you ain't shit anyway. And then they fucking leave every time. They leave every time. And so because of this, when they leave every single time, literally every time, when they leave, I've started doing that in real life. Like, I've noticed I'm very cold. I'm a very cold person generally because I don't need to absorb any energy I'm not interested in interacting with at all. Like 0%. So unless I feel myself like, I don't know, doing something or needing something from somebody, I'm not going to fucking talk to them. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's maybe pretty cold. But it's just from this job, honestly. Like, it does feel a little artificial sometimes. But like, unless I'm out, I go to social events, and so when I'm there, I talk to people. But like anywhere else, I'm not talking to anybody. I don't need to talk to anybody, and that's why. And so yeah, the line can be draining, and people like to argue, and then some people will pipe up because they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not getting out of line. My friends are in here." Some shit like that will happen, and I'm like, this isn't like a there's no discussion here. You have to get out of the line. This isn't an option. And so this conversation would go a different direction if I was smaller. Does that make sense? If I didn't work out, if I didn't have bass in my voice, if I didn't look at them a certain way and look confident, this conversation would go a different way. And so that's what I'm saying earlier. I have to maintain that at all times. I have to be tough. I can't lie to you. Now we work with multiple guys, so and we have cops on the weekends sometimes, for the most part, except a couple days a week. So it's very, very rare, very few and far between those physical altercations. But sometimes, nigga, I'm not having a good week. I'm not. Sometimes I'm just not having a good week. I'm just not having a good week sometimes. Sometimes some shit happens that week and it turns the good week into a bad week. And then you want to argue for the 45th time. You know what I mean? There's very few jobs where it's like that. Maybe TSA gets it. Definitely TSA gets it. But man, very fucking few. And you got to understand, like, people go to the airport knowing TSA is going to be assholes. TSA. But nobody wants to deal with the fucking bouncer. Like, and so this guy overdosed. Let me go back to earlier. So think about this. The demographic, that's why I was bringing this up. The demographic is white people. Okay? That's the demographic. In their 20s to like 30s. That's the demographic that they're going for. 21 to 30, whatever. Older than that, you're not going to like the place anyways. It's loud, you know what I mean? And so imagine this. Imagine you have one life. Imagine you have one life, right? And you're double the age of everybody in the bar. So you're a bit older. You go to the bar with your girlfriend, your brother, and a couple other members of your family, a couple friends. Not too many people, maybe 5 or 6. You go to the bar. So you're older, you're in the bar, right? You imagining this with me, guys? Fucking play along. You go to the bathroom. So you're in the bathroom now. You do fentanyl. You come back out of the bathroom, surrounded again by people half your age. You pass out on the deck. You stop breathing. Okay? Clinically, you are dead. My friend is doing CPR on you, you're dead. Okay? The paramedics revive you. And you go on living life. Imagine that's your fucking Friday night. Can you fucking imagine? This nigga's turning bluer than the ocean. I'm sitting there watching this shit. I'm like, paramedics are fucking Narcan up the nose. I'm sitting there. I'm like, what am I fucking doing? I'm like, I'm getting paid $20 an hour for this. $20 an hour for this, bro. $20 a fucking hour for this right here. I'm watching this shit. I'm watching this nigga pass away in front of his girlfriend and his brother for $20 a fucking hour, bro. $20, no benefits. I don't even have dental. Nothing. $20. And I understand that if I wanted to upgrade my life, I should do that myself. I'm working on that. It's working. It's working out. It's a slow process. So I have to keep the job. But I'm watching this shit. And so what I do is so this happened on the deck, right? There's a deck and an inside. I leave the deck. I go to the street. I'm in the street, bro. And this is just one of those things. I'm in the street. This dude literally died. He died like a few minutes ago. They're just now bringing him back to life. They got a pulse and shit. And in the other half of the bar, there's a window and there's a dance battle happening. And I stood there and I said, this is fucking incredible. I said, this is amazing. I said, I can't believe I get to experience this. Not a lot of people get to experience this type of this lifestyle. I was like, look at this. Isn't this fucking fascinating? Just the two different parts. Just two. Just absolute great energy. Just bah, bah, bah. It's niggas are cheering. Yeah. And his girlfriend's like sobbing on the other side. Also, the bitch comes in the next day and bitches out one of the bartenders who wasn't even working that night because we didn't handle the overdose well enough. Your husband needs to stop doing Schedule 1 narcotics and drugs. It's not our fucking fault. Just fucking draining job, man. Saw a guy get shot. Well, he shot himself. Not in the head, but another guy did. A lot of stories. I'll tackle that first. Guy killed himself on New Year's in front of a bar. I saw the photo, but his body was covered, but I didn't see much. Okay, so originally what I was talking about, dude shot himself right in the stomach. I'm working at this other bar down the street. It's like a Latin bar now, but it was like a, how do I even fucking explain it? It's 2 floors, but it's not like the way to get to the other floor was outside, so technically it was another bar, but they're owned by like the same people. Does that make sense? And so, and I worked at both places. It was one place, but it's hard to explain. But I'm working there on the top floor. There's like this big sliding window, and it's an open day party or whatever. I think it's probably like a Sunday, probably, if I'm thinking right, because I think I worked Sundays. It was a while ago, but chilling. I'm at the door. I look at IDs, and that's pretty much it. If you have an ID, you're good. If you don't, and you're fucking 40, who cares? And so I'm standing there chilling on the pole. I'm probably there for like 5 hours, just chilling. And then I go inside and do some shit. So it's sliding doors, bar, street. The street's like right here, and then you go down the bar, and the street's like literally right there, right? Sidewalk. So I go inside, do some shit. Bro, we're like, and so at the time during the summer, this was like the 7th or 8th. I feel like this was one of the later shootings in the summer because I'd been accustomed to a couple at this point. It's like my first time experiencing shootings. And so I'd been accustomed to them at this point, and it was like the later one. So I'm like, all right, we're like, get away from the doors. Like, we'll close the windows. We've done this a couple times this summer. It was fucking crazy summer. We'll close the windows, boom. We're chilling. Everybody's in the back of the bar. Bitches are freaking out. And we open the shit like 20 minutes later. Cops had taped the shit off. There's blood like in a trail all over the street. It's a two-way street, and it's like clearly somebody had gotten shot and like walked around. And so the story comes out. I didn't see it, but it turns out the guy was arguing with a guy, pulls his firearm, right in the fucking side. Starts leaking in the street, freaks out, runs into a parking deck, and they caught him from his trail of fucking blood, brother. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. I have to take a bathroom break, so I might do this in multiple parts because this was a lot to even film. But yeah, if you like this, make sure to ask me more questions about basically anything.